record button and say, yo, what up?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, man. Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Shigaraki 3 under Death, huh? I think the single hardest character to build right now, being Shigaraki 3. Because you literally get to do whatever you want, man.
Yep.
You just get to do it all.
That's why I'm here. 'Cause I couldn't make my mind up.
Hit me with a pitch. What do we got going on?
So the pitch is got a lot of speed reduction so I can block really easy, protect my 19 life. Use Showdown and Cheerful Uppercut plus my checks, like the check response and stuff to really slow the opponent down. Which lets me build up a board to play good defense. And then stun them out. Stun them out and then play a big powerful attack at the end of my chain.
Love it.
It's
love
really close.
What powerful attack? Just Finishing Blast?
Finishing Blast, Sudden Death Assaults.
Does have powerful 3, huh?
Yeah.
I did not realize.
And I flamethrower in here for a while too. Yeah.
Okay. I'm into it. So what do you need my help with? What do you need for?
My attack lineup's kind of a mess. Trying to figure out how to consistently do. I'm trying to get a lot out of my attacks. Trying to get stun, trying to get guaranteed momentum with blood transfer and pillar swing, and trying to get kill conditions. And I only have 4 powerful attacks. That doesn't seem like enough. This sounds crazy, but I think we might have to cut Vile Seizing to make room for all the tools that I'm trying to fit in the deck. But yeah, so most of the attack lineup, I have some one-ofs just because I'm trying to get some stun cards in there and still have block zones and not have too many 5 diffs, but it's the attacks are all over the place right now.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I completely and totally get that. That is fair. How furied are we? Not terribly furied, because we could always just stun grenade to go grab stuff.
Yeah, I was definitely considering stun grenade just for the enhance, and it would just be a stun. I don't think I'd ever get it past stun 1. That'd be too much.
If you've got 2 momentum, your Sudden Death Assault clears. If they block your Pillar Swing, clears.
That's true. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, there are ways to do it, but again, I think you're right. I'm not 100% sold that is the way to go.
It's also a good stun 1 powerful 2 card that sometimes gives me card advantage.
Yeah. Send me on Cat Pounce. What the heck? This card's never been registered on a competitive list. What's going on with that?
Yeah. So literally, I just needed 1 more attack, and I threw it in there because I couldn't decide between another stun 2 attack or another powerful attack. So I put it in there because it can get me either one.
It's both.
Kind of. It's probably the card to cut, but that's why it's there.
Very funny. That's very, very funny.
Until I can make my mind up, basically.
Yo, Tummy Ache Laser? Lose a health, it gets powerful 3. Starts at a 5-bit for 5.
Yeah, I forget about that card all the time. I will lose 1 life to kill you. Hell yeah.
I'm in.
You convinced me, yeah.
I'll put it on the list. It's not going in your deck. There's no shot. No, it doesn't.
I did have Rushing Stab instead of Pillar Swing for a while, which was a lot of fun, but checking 1 sucks.
True. I mean, there's a point where this just becomes a classic death fury deck, right? Where you're playing things Impact Cyclone and such.
Yep.
Because that card just gives you the momentum you wanted, right?
Yeah, that's true. It does give me the momentum. Yeah, I was thinking that it's the speed might make it hard to be a kill condition with the deck as it looks right now.
Sure.
But then I don't need to draw cards because I draw freaking million cards.
Yeah.
But no, I think you might be right, and it's a low attack, and it gives me that momentum, or a low block. I mean, and it gives me that momentum.
I think the big thing is it's not Pillar Swing, right? So
right. Yeah.
Little tough to play Pillars Shigi if you're not playing Pillars Wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we can change the name and I'll be okay.
What? Yeah. Let me go grab the Fury stuff just to have it on the table.
Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed. It like just slowly became less and less Fury as I was building, and I took out some of this Fury synergies.
Okay, let me refresh this, and then we'll see what's item to put that in the name board. To put it in the sideboard, and then look, I cut it from your deck. Okay, so let's chat, right? So what I'm seeing on your table right now, this music's gonna make me lose my mind. I'm very distracted. What I'm seeing right now, when it comes to what you have, is you've kind of just got death good stuff going on, right? And that's just like the idea is death good stuff, which is very good versus Sense of Justice. Very good if you're nervous about that card existing, but like instant shiny flash stopping the momentum is great. Sludge it like a weird one of to have more stun is cool, but like this card's best on turn 2 when you don't have the momentum, because like you don't get to cheat it unless you blood transfer first, in which case you're playing this on a 6 and that sucks.
That sucks.
Cat Pounce, obviously we're cutting this card. I think this card is really, really cool, just as like here's like an additional option of like an extra Fury kill you card, right? Like I like this, and I really like the fact that you said I want to take out Vile Seizing.
Yeah, I honestly think it's not doing what it's there for. I saw the Deadlock. It's like the only good Deadlock in my deck besides like Snack Time, I guess.
Yeah. 100%. If you went to this more combo centric, like Night Watch is a very good deadlock, to go and pick a thing up. But yeah, this card is incredibly good in order decks because it turns 2 of your opponent's cards sideways 90% of the time because they don't want you to get the 2 damage draw card. I'm down to just have this be a 3 high for 4 stun 2 card. I'm down. Or they're just gonna block it, and all this did was just tutor a thing. So it's a cantrip. It replaces itself. Uppercut's good. Doesn't have charge on it. This card steals you the momentum, but like there's other things that do it as well. This card steals you the momentum, and so like the first thing we have to do is figure out: are we playing good stuff or are we playing Fury? Because I think that's the only 2 ways to do Shigi. And if we're doing good stuff, there's things that we can do to do good stuff. I think it is a viable deck. There's some small changes I want to make. If we're doing Fury, then like all of this list has to move.
I think good stuff. Like Fury's a little more streamlined. That's something I could probably figure out, on my own, or maybe come back next month.
Sure.
But yeah, good stuff.
Let's do that then. I'm in. Let me go and find more good stuff then to just give you options. Oh, this card's very good. We should put this in. This card is the definition of good stuff. We're getting there, I promise. We're
okay.
This one. Okay. All right. So the absolute easiest way to make good stuff happen, right, is this card. This card just says that like your stuff actually kills them. You're down to spend your health, spend your stage in order to get the increase of damage and make it happen. You have this card combined with this card, and it makes this card work. And this says that like you just get to just string out as much as you want, as big as you want, into an OTK on this card. Very similar to what Chris and Jose were doing day 2 of the HLC. You just get to just play this. You just get to do this thing in your deck. And have -1, -2 to their check, draw cards to make it consistent, do the thing, right? You can still play Pillar Swing to go and steal a momentum, and then now this thing actually has powerful 2, or EX2 as it goes, and so it's a 6 high for infinity or whatever. You have access to things like Long-Lasting Explosion to give this thing more speed, so that whenever you decide to Grenade Bracers them, it is now a 7 high, 8 high with a -1 of the check, 9 high with the form once per game. Like, as long as you have 1 momentum, you just do the thing, right? And so like everything is kind of leading to this one idea of, oh, here's this big OTK, and you get to enhance, make checks in order to find that OTK. You know,
Yeah.
and so what that means is things like Finishing Blast and Cat Pounds and Sludge. Those just leave; they're gone. Instant Shiny Flash is a move that says like the next one's a little cheaper. Turnitin says that I can open you up a little easier. I don't think you need Vile Season because you're gonna be drawing stuff on Shigaraki, right?
Right.
How does that pitch sound for good stuff?
I do like that. Yeah, I do like that, especially like the Palm Strike. Just be like a 5-speed powerful 3 attack.
Yeah.
It's just that's a lot of 5 diffs, and I know I have the instant shiny flashes have been amazing for letting me play like strings. I played a few games with this, but yeah, I mean it's already super heavy on 5 diffs and 6 diffs, so I don't know. Yeah, let's try it though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
I'm in. All right, so let's take and play the cards that matter, right? So we have to play at minimum 3 of this, and we have to play 4 of this. What else matters? I think Nitro Explosion Ignition is not a bad move, just because like, you know, it hits, right? Our goal is to get them down to the danger zone so that this thing kills them with our limited number of foundations plus Grenade Bracers. Our goal is we find bracers on 1, on 2, we slam him down, and then every move has +3 damage, and we have the ability to like kill them, or they don't want me to check and find consistent stuff. They don't want me to find the teamworks. I kill them. We could play Long-Lasting Explosion. We could just play like Turn to Dust, right? I think that this being at like a 1 of, this being like a 3 of. This gets
Turn to Dust is probably better than Long Lasting.
Yeah, okay, I'm in.
For the stun.
This gets
Stun is super strong in this.
to leave. This gets to leave, and then where are we at? We are back to 21, huh? Block zones, mids, lows. We've only got 1 high. Let's go see if we can find a high block, huh? 1,000 mids, highs. Piercing Needle is not terrible. As just I mean, it's another EX move. Yeah. It's got good deadlock, and it guarantees your momentum, right? Because it's a 6 mid for 3 that they don't want to block, and then you can -1 to the check if you need to. So 7 mid for 3 on turn 2, just like steals you the momentum.
And it gives me deadlock that we just took out.
Yeah. I don't hate that. I think that's very cool. The question is what do we take out for it, right? I think we easily could like take. Like Sudden Death Assault could just leave. I don't think we necessarily need this card anymore, because like this is our powerful move, like because like this has powerful as soon as I have this card on the table.
Yeah, Sudden Death Assault is kind of cool because it is really easy to get momentum with, but that's about the only thing. It's slower because people can just half block it.
Yeah.
So I think it's not a kill condition anymore once we add the other cards.
And also like this gives us momentum guaranteed. And so, like, we already have that job happening, and this card snaps the momentum right away as opposed to at the end of the turn. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it, and then we could either take this up to the 4 of, or we could toss in a couple Piercing Needles. Like even just.
This is weird.
Like
I'm actually not. A couple Piercing Needles. Yeah.
Right.
High block and deadlock especially. Yeah.
We've got 5 highs, 5 lows. The rest all mids, including uppercut. This looks great.
Okay, how? Let's see.
From here,
How many of those are 4 dips? Be like, oh, we got some, yeah.
Suited up. So if you can find suited up and the where'd that card go? Where'd it go? Oh, brute strength. It's pay 1 for +2 damage.
You know what's awesome with suited up is surviving the final. By the way,
the final.
just every surviving the final is -2 speed.
Right. Yeah. Well,
On
it's
every
only
so,
playable while committed. How do you get it committed?
Yeah, committed to pass a check.
You cannot.
Yeah, you may commit this as if
to
the
pay
foundation pay cost.
Yeah, that means
Is
like
that's
committed
gonna check the
foundation
cost?
colon.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind then. That might not be as good as I thought.
It's really cool for. I'll find
Can
it.
I use that in the deck?
I'll find it. There's something. I'm sure I'll find it. Yeah, there's nothing here.
Okay, then we don't necessarily need it. The
Yeah.
thing I thought that counted as a cost.
No.
Makes sense though.
Yes, it does make sense. For this card to be a little silly.
Yep, I thought it was totally silly.
Silly.
You can take that off.
Love shutdown, love teamwork. We gotta play 4 of this one. We have to play at least 3 of this one, at least for you to try it out. You know, maybe you feel you need the 4th one.
Yeah.
You need training weights. Oh, training weights is what does it.
Grenadier bracers is what I had meant. I get those two mixed up, training weights and grenadier bracers all the time. Don't know why.
If you have training weights, it's what can commit the asset in order to turn that on. Okay. From here, were there any other? League of Villains. This card single-handedly beats some decks. Like, there's no reason in your 7 hand size character that's trying to like OTK to like not play this card at a 1 of. I'll commit this. Hey, this is another way to turn that asset sideways. This like says that your thing works. You're so obvious. No. There it is.
Yeah.
Before I go any further, now that we have the attacks down, what does this number look like?
Man, I like small decks, but probably like it was at 63, which is like literally the biggest deck I've ever made. But like probably 66 or lower would be ideal.
Okay, I am into that. I'm very, very in. I'm gonna slide 1 of this in here for the same reason of this card, and I might actually take out a showdown for it. Being able to erase their answer and then do the thing is very good. It's very, very good. So from here, I get to start ripping your deck apart. I don't need this because I'm going to kill you. This is incredible. This card is not needed. This one's for sure not needed. This gets to be a 2 of. Struggling is great. Forcing is great. Tight-lipped is great. Struggling is great. Nightwatch, we're playing enough actions that Nightwatch is still super good. This one, we don't need it. Goodbye. This one is great. This is great. Let's go back and look at our block zones. This is fine. 64. We're doing well. Let's go see what we're leaving on the table here. We've got no apathetics. We've got no all smiles, no desperate struggles. We've got no latent skills. We've got no league invitation, which I think needs to be in the deck at a 4 of. Like every symbol that's playing this should be playing 4 of this card. This is Jolt for these 3 symbols. This says that you don't get turn 2'd.
Yeah, we can just. I mean, we could jam 2 of those as the last slot because we got a couple slots to work with.
Yeah, I was trying to get it as low as we could.
Okay.
But
refreshing slice is also kind of nice that I don't have in there yet.
This is book, right? The thing about refreshing slice in our deck is incredibly momentum hungry. This guy wants momentum, and this guy wants momentum. They're begging for it. It is a little tough to give up that discard for stun 1. not positive. It's where it's at.
Yep. The ready is nice with the expensive attack lineup, but
True.
I think I'll be fine. It's not like I'm. The idea is that I can live to turn 3. Like I played against Ojiro 2, and I lived through turn 3 every single game.
Yeah.
Which was sick. Yeah.
Dang, that's tight.
I did have League Invitation in the deck, so that helped.
Yes, League Invitation is so good. I kind of want to just cut Stalking or Prey. What's your thoughts on that?
How many speed hate foundations do we currently have? Would be what I want to check first.
1, 2.
Yeah.
3 with you count Masterminds.
It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I count Masterminds as like half of one.
Yeah.
I'm
down to leave it. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to slim the deck
yeah.
down. We could like cut things like Night Watch, right? If we wanted this number to be smaller or to try and find a better low block. But genuinely, so like here's the thing. I think that this is like a very consistent version of this deck that they played. And the coolest part about this is, since we already have the 1 erase, 4 cards in your sideboard, and it just turns it into the deck that they played.
Yeah.
Just play eraser and 3 more erases, and you got the deck.
That's actually pretty sick. Yeah.
All of your moves now have the extra speed, and you're playing League Invitation inside of Eraserhead, like nuts.
Yeah.
This, and they weren't playing things like Pillar Swing, right? Like they were playing like safer moves. They were playing more instant Shining Flashes and such. And they didn't have access to things like Vial Seizing or whatever. Man. This Vial Seizing inside of Eraserhead, like you have to commit, right? Because otherwise, it's
actually, yeah,
4 diff, 5 high for 6 that drew you a card. Yeah, you're probably getting the stuff. And so like, I think this is a hodgepodge of stuff. This is taking a deck that did well enough in their testing, and putting a new pilot, new lead on top of it, new character, and just testing and trying it out. Worst case scenario, you just like take this guy out, you take out your 2 teamwork, slam in 4 races, and just like play Eraserhead, and then turn this into this death something else, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I love side characters. I never actually been to tournaments, but man, I love side characters.
It's tight. It's very, very cool. Any questions or final thoughts on the list?
Not really. If you were to add low blocks, what would you add? I guess that'll be my question.
Sure. I mean, the
Maybe
obvious one
in
is things
control.
like forcing surrender. And I mean, this card, I mean, Enamored is just like a good ass death card now. It's a 0/5/2 low block that is good enough to just be ran in your 7 hand size character. If the more foundations you can build out on turn 2, like you build on turn 2, you pillar swing, build bracers, build 2 more, draw at least 1 card on defense as you're blocking with your cards. Find double twisting, find whirlwind, you win the game. You just win.
Yep, I like that.
And so like,
yeah.
As you are playing it, your goal should be to take this attack account, and lower it as low as it can go, and then start ripping out foundations that you don't like to try and get this to 60 cards. That's the goal. You just can't touch this one. You can't touch this one because this is speed on everything. This is this is the OTK. This is speed on everything. And then just like figure out, hey, I don't need 3 Turn of Dust. I need 2 Turn of Dust. Pillow Swing's actually not doing it in this deck. Cut it out. And just like, how low can you get this list? Because you find this, you find 1 of this, you find this, and we're off to the races.
Yeah. Sounds good. I appreciate it, man.
Welcome. Let me know how it goes. Again, this is going to be the hardest character to build for because he's so open-ended. He just there's not a bad word on this character. So
I've started with a list with this character, and like by the end of the day, like after work's over, like the list is halfway different. Like literally 50% of the cards have changed. It's like, geez, it's hard.
That's tight. I love that.
Cool.
I love that.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're very welcome, man. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and you have a good turn out, okay?
Cool.
All right, we'll see you.